The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Yeah, he comes in as a football transfer. He's a hurdler. Did hurdles in high school, and was very good at it. And came up to me about the first day of class and said, "Hey, coach, I did hurdles in high school. I'm transferring here as a football player, but would there be the ability to do both?" And we've long had the prototype and the model for that to be successful. And so I think that he brings a lot of things that we can get done here with that. So Jackson is also another great hurdler, and Jackson was at Grace Christian and did a great job there with his hurdles. He's a great athlete. Jackson is very well respected for his accomplishments in the state and what he's done in competition in the state of Tennessee. And Jackson was a great addition. Again, knew Coach Mike Morrison and was just kind of a natural fit for who we are and how he's been raised and what we're looking for in our program. Raymond is Luke worked on him as a distance person to get him here. He's a transfer student, brings an element to our men's team in cross and in our distance program. We have a lot of great younger runners and looking for somebody who had a little bit of experience to join the group, and Raymond certainly brings that. Madison is another distance runner. Brings on our women's side. We're in need of some women to come in and kind of go there. Certainly with Rachel, we have a top tier talent, and we're looking to surround with a good practice and have a good group of young ladies that can join her in how we do things, and so Madison was a great addition for that. Daquan, who also goes by Houdini, is his nickname, is a transfer from Texas A&M Commerce. Actually won the national championship, was part of the 4x1 national championship winning team. And so when you have a guy like Devon Moore, you want to bring in people that you can surround him with that can run fast too. And Daquan gives that. Now he's also going to play football. And so when we had the opportunity to recruit him, he was looking for that. He's coming in as a master's student. And so we were looking for a guy that could come in and be somebody that could be reliable, that you could put on a relay team and could also line up and run and get in the final, and we think we got that in him. Lainey was here last year and ran for us last year, so she may not be, but she's somebody that we certainly add as she was in soccer, and then we brought her over to kind of join the team, and Lainey brings somebody that we really are excited about because she works hard. And now this season she's doing track exclusively, and so it really will help with our depth in our women's sprinters for sure. Christian Henry is actually a neighbor of mine. Lives right up the street. Went to Morristown West, and they're a great program. Christian is a great mid-distance runner. Is very dedicated. As somebody who drives by and sees him running all the time in our neighborhood, I was impressed with him when he was a younger person, and then when we had a chance to recruit him, I knew his level of dedication. He comes from a runner's family, and he's going to be somebody that we really think that we can count on on our distance and mid-distance program. She was here for last year as a student, and had some NCAA eligibility clearinghouse issues. Was an international student. Really is learning a lot about sprinting and doing the things, but works really hard and very diligent in what she does. Jordan went to Hardin Valley, which is a great sprint program and has a history of that. He also has a link that his home church is pastored by Coach Ken Sparks' son, and so there was a great link. Jordan was one of those guys that you bring in because Jordan not only provides a great idea for practice and effort, but he's a guy that's totally bought in, and is somebody that you want to have that'll be part of the program because he's kind of the glue that holds a lot of people together for sure. He was another football recruit that we brought in that is also a really good track guy. He has experience running AAU track and has a focus in track. Is somebody that, working with Coach Clowney and then before him Coach Turner and Coach Sparks, we've always had a great relationship with recruiting football/track guys, and this is another one of those guys that really has a love for both. That is you worry sometimes that you may get a football player that's running track or a track guy that plays football, but you love the people that are truly dedicated to both, and he's one of those guys for sure. Will is another distance runner that we brought in. Luke did a really good job of recruiting distance runners, and we did a good job, especially on the men's side, of getting some guys in to fit that niche. Like we said, we had a great freshman group last year. We were looking to build that with a great freshman group this year, and Will is part of that. And coming from Kentucky and being part of it, Luke, Will is going to be somebody that Luke certainly can build with too. KJ is a transfer from Kentucky Wesleyan, and he is a 400 runner that looks like a 400 runner. He's tall, has great range, is somebody that we think that we're really going to be able to count on, is going to be somebody that adds a niche to what we do, not just as a 1 and 200 team, but now also as a 400 team, because he's going to bring an element that we really are excited about and has incredible talent. We really are excited about her because she's very versatile. One of the things that she brings is just an overall idea of that she's very versatile, but she works really hard, and she's going to find her niche because she is somebody that is athletic and can do a lot of different things for us. Sterling was one of the best sprinters in the state of Tennessee last year in the indoor season. Sterling is kind of a clone of Devon Moore, and brings his own things to the table. Certainly, he's not Devon; he's Sterling, but Sterling is. We were excited with Devon to be able to attract a high tier of sprinters. Devon and Sterling have already started to build a great relationship, and they're very similar in the way that they're built, the way that they run, and how explosive they are. And Sterling is a great addition for us. I also went to Carter High School and was a hurdler, and we have known about him. Shelby Reynolds, that was on our team from Carter, also had known Austin for a long time when he was younger, and with her younger brother and things like that. But Austin gives us an element in the hurdles in our league and in our conference. Hurdles is valuable because there isn't a lot of depth there, and Austin certainly helps us with our depth. Tamaya is also from Hardin Valley. Great program. We've had a lot of great athletes from Hardin Valley in the past, and Tamaya brings that. She has the versatility of somebody that can run the 100, the 200, the 400, and that's really what we look at from in our girls is can you provide a lot and bring it to the table. She's a transfer from UT. She went to UT as a student, is transferring in, is somebody that is going to be certainly part of our program and kind of learn track as she goes. She's part of our distance crew that Luke recruited, and Luke did a really good job of getting some people that are really dedicated to that. Lauren is somebody that we know is going to be part of how we build it, and as we go through, we would certainly looking to build with some quality ladies that will provide us that depth, because in cross country you're not only as good as your best runner, but you're as good as where your last runner is going to finish to score points, and she brings us that depth of in the top, towards the top of what we're trying to do, for sure. Isaiah is a great 400 runner, comes to us from Memphis. He was a Memphis Mustang, which our own coach Tyler Stepp was a Memphis Mustang, so there's part of that group. Isaiah is a 400 runner. Like I said, we were dedicated in this recruiting cycle to bring in some 400 runners that can do it. Isaiah can definitely do it. He's a sub 50 guy, just like KJ is, and that really gives us some people that we can line up with on our 4x4 and know that we're going to get the job done. Abby Zander really was an exciting get for both us and soccer. And as Coach Duffy and I had talked about that, we've known about Abby Zander because she went to Jefferson County for a long time. She's been very successful, and she is a stud of an athlete and really she's a great 400, 800 runner, and is somebody that we're going to find that balance with soccer. In a non-COVID year, that would be easy. In a COVID year, it's a little bit more of a challenge, but she is somebody that is equally dedicated and very has explosive talent, for sure. When we hired Kieran as our recruiting coordinator and then really to coach our sprinters, Kieran took it on himself to go out and find some sprinters that could really make a difference. We don't recruit specifically by event with our coaches. We really do try and open it up to recruit as a whole. So we brought in some very good talent in both our sprint program and in our distance running program. One of the people we didn't mention, just a couple other people that we have, a couple distance runners and things like that we're really excited about, whether with being Ryan and a couple other people that we've got coming in, that we think that are going to be provide depth, one, but also have some people that can stand on a podium at the conference meet, whether that's in cross country or in indoor track and field or outdoor track and field, and really get the job done for us. And so we weren't looking to rewrite the ship as much this year as we were looking to bring in the right kind of people to fit with where we are. And I really do believe that we did that this year with track and field.